Hey everyone, Andang here for some more Lord of the Rings Online. This is once again a time to make our way back to LotRO today. We have done something special off stream. We've successfully completed the instance for realsies. Now that it gives you credit, because they did a patch so that it does. We'd already done it for realsies without credit. But now we've done it for realsies with credit, so that's awesome as well. So we still have to talk to NAIN and get all that done. But first, a big thanks to Mistweaver for 18 months. Enjoy the ad-free viewing. The badges, the emotes, and everything else that comes with a sub here on Twitch. Hello there indeed, Mistweaver.
I am in your debt.
I let anger overtake me and cloud my senses. It was unbefitting of me as a leader, nay, as a dwarf. I selfishly put my own thirst for revenge above the concerns of the Gabalaka. He absent-mindedly reaches for his beard before realizing that it is there no longer. Dang, they took his beard. I think for a dwarf, death would be more preferable. A tired sigh escapes him. At least I have paid dearly for my actions.
Years of bloodshed and bitterness may exist between our
Oh crap, we have another quest. I did not expect this.
Judge Shukur's character correctly.
There is one more thing I would ask of you. Years of bloodshed and bitterness may exist between our people. But I did not judge Skurkar's character correctly. I would like to apologize. Though I know my presence causes him undue stress, I would not approach him myself if he... I would not approach him myself if he did not wish it. Would you mind sending my apologies to him? Fili told me that Skurz and his party are hiding in the old home at the base of the Burz Skalan in the north. I will not pretend such a small gesture will make things better, but it is a start. You do not have to tell me his response. I trust that you'll honor my request. So, he does still have his beard in the game. But, you know, whatever game. Although maybe it was longer before. I don't know. He does look different, I feel like. I should have looked at him before hitting finish on the previous quest. Of course, maybe he's already changed anyway. Alrighty. That's still crazy, though, cutting off the dwarf's beard. Like, that's insane. Alright, so we have both quests are over this way. Okay. Let's ride. I totally don't remember how to navigate this place. Yeah, we're totally not going the right way. We need to go, like, over here. Is it up? It's gotta be up, right? I'm sure it'll say on the quest. If we just read. At the base. I think it's down. Guerrero, what's up? Just had some major story moments. Alright, so it's that way. I don't know, chap. That's one thing I would love to see in LOTRO, is very clear indication of where this thing is. Or at least the ability to go back to the NPC and be like, hey, could you give me better directions? It'd be great if you could be like, hey, just give me better directions, buddy. And then, you know, like on some quests where they don't know where things are, they'd be like, yeah, I don't know. But like on some of them, they could be like, yeah, it's exactly here. If you go here, here, and here, you'll get there. Like, who is so much of a horrible person as a quest giver that they're like, yeah, we're not telling you crap about where this is. It's your job to figure out. You're the hero. Something tells me it's not down here. But maybe it is. I mean, there's a door there. Oh. Baraz Salan. Well, we just got a deed completed. Getting that fidelity up. To 60, almost 61. That's crazy. I'm doing alright. How are you? What? What the crap? Oh, right. I forgot all about this quest.
That NAIN fellow apologized? To me? Huh. Strange times we're living in.
It's not like I had much of a choice. I agreed to help you folks. But if he could find it in him to apologize... That's such a bad voice. Maybe there's something for us orcs in the future other than war. We'll be on our way soon enough. I wonder if that's what's out there. I wonder what's out there. You have delivered NAIN's apology to the orc. An uncertain future stands in the way of Shokraz and his people, but they may yet find peace. What a weird quest. We got 2 more essence boxes. No peace. Just war. No peace. No kips. Alright, I believe it's this one. Yep. There we go. Now that's maxed. And I guess we only had 6. I thought we had more. But yeah, that's maxed now. Could have sworn we had 9. Explorer of Deep's Crave. There we go. Okay, so now we want to unequip and re-equip. There we go. We're so close to the crit cap, man. It's kind of crazy. And we're not even trying. You're doing missions? Oh, buddy. Wow. So we can just explore through this whole orc place. This is kind of cool. Man, they have definitely seen better times. Ooh, there's a door. A door to nowhere. What is this dwarf doing here? This is kind of crazy. I feel like that dwarf shouldn't be there. Or that... Why are there so many dwarves here? It's just like our collection of orc friends that we're just chilling with. Like, what the heck? That's so weird. 1.3 million tactical mastery and 807,000 crit. See, my physical is 9.7. My crit is 1.2. So if you were to add your numbers together, you'd be at 2.1. And I'm at like 2.0 basically. So you have like 100,000 more than me. Which makes sense, you're at 140, I'm assuming. Ranger, what's up? So they knew what race will be orc now. Totally, Ranger. Could you imagine? Could you imagine? It's Gundabad and you're seriously asking why there's so many dwarves around? No, I'm asking why there's so many dwarves around orcs. Martin, that's what I'm asking. Hey, what's up, Bellon? An orc lore master with a warg pet? Yes. Or a goblin war master with a warg mount. So clearly up there is where we need to go. I don't know if that's catwalks or one below that, but give us endlings before they give us orcs? I don't know, Bellon. We're friends with like 3 orcs already. And we've been friends with many orcs before. And dwarves and orcs were just chilling together there. And they were talking about a peaceful tomorrow. So, I mean, I'm not so sure, you know? I mean, okay, it's very unlikely. But, you know, it is possible. Done. Just deleted, man. But yeah, in all seriousness, I would like to see river hobbits. River hobbits would be cool. Yeah, I don't think it's up here. I think it's pretty clear it's down there somewhere. I hope I get to cave the stone jaws today. That's definitely our goal. And we literally have a quest, and I believe you mean the pit of the stone jaws. You know, cave, pit, it's all the same, really. Alright, we'll go this way just to make sure that there's nothing over here. Also, does anybody know where the 3-man that they just officially, for realsies, released, where that's at? So there's Durstrock, the instance. You know? What zone is it in, Mistweaver? A troll burglar, yes. Cave, pit, family room, all the same. I guess the upper tier, maybe? No. I don't think it's the upper tier. Whoop. By the way, these maps kind of horrible. I'll try going this way. Because yeah, there's no way it's above here. And we checked the ground floor, it's not there. So it's gotta be here. Glooming Tarn? Okay. Well, I should be able to find it. Oh, hello, treasure cache. Oh. There's scaffolding. Well, what else is over here? There's gotta be another hidden something or other. Right? Right, game? Right, game? Apparently not. You and Pumpstick against 6 creeps? Oh boy. Well, those shadows are pretty trippy. What? We're going in through a window? Alright, I've seen it all now, chat. You feel frightened eyes upon you. Yeah, for sure, Bellin. I think the biggest thing was getting all that crit rating. Getting all that crit rating was huge before Gundabad. Yeah, the crit rating was a big deal. Because we're almost to crit cap again. Waving through a window.
Cowardly eyes are upon us, watching us from some hiding place.
Let us give the bearer a good scare, and he may reveal himself. Unleash a tremendous roar, Andang. Let us inform this craven watcher. We know of his presence. With a frightened squeak, a terrified goblin falls out of hiding. Let me finish eating this apple before doing a goblin voice.
Don't hurt me! Don't hurt me! Oh, hush! There's nothing.
When Trusty suggests that only an informative goblin life is worth sparing, the goblin squeaks with terror and changes his tune.
Wait! I do know something. I do! You're looking for a dwarf. A captive dwarf, yes? I know where he is. He was taken. Hushtorf, warriors brought him to Vatog Rank. They did. He won't live for long in that pit. But he was alive when I last saw him. Yes, he was. He was alive. Really. Useful information. It's useful. Ah!
I'll let him go. We learned something useful.
And there will be plenty of time to slay goblins later. If he was telling the truth, Eskil was alive when he was brought to Vatog. If we hurry, we may be able to keep him that way.
I do not know much about Vatugronk, the Groaning Pit.
But if that is where the orcs brought the young novice, that is where we need to go. I believe the pit is on the way, the very lowest level of Deepsgrave. Let us meet at the base of the Berg Beam, and then we will decide our next course of action. Well, maybe we won't make it to future stuff. Okay, we can't go in there. It's just a door. Alright. I guess back through the window we go. You're on your way to the discovery? Nice. Yeah, I'll definitely take a summons when you get there. Okay, so we now need to figure out how... I guess we need to go back to the main elevator shaft and make our way. You can smoke 2 packs of cigarettes and drink a bottle of whiskey the night before streaming if you want to do a dwarf voice. Probably so. But yeah, hopefully everybody in the US had a good Thanksgiving if you celebrate it. I definitely had some fun with family. Alright. Oh, hello. Trusty stands here, surveying the dirt floor of Deepsgrave as you approach.
We are here.
Are you prepared to search Vatal Gronk with me for our abducted friend? Let me know when you are ready.
And keep your eyes open for my axe as well.
Here we go.
We will
Do this
find
real
and
quick
rescue
here.
Eskil Bloodthumb, and my lost axe as well.
It is quiet here, Andang, except for the sound of wood creaking and groaning, of the support beams above, overtaxed by their heavy loads. Where are the guards? Where are Eskild's captors? This is most peculiar, Andang. Oh, I'm sorry, Mistweaver. There is someone to greet us. What a greeting it was. That was a poor showing. What happened to these orcs? You there! What happened here? Why do you suck so much at combat? No, I definitely don't. Well, it doesn't show that here, but no, I definitely don't have it. Hey, happy Thanksgiving, everyone.
If you're here to slay orcs, you've come too late. Ever since that cursed dragon arrived, raiding parties of hobgoblins have come through from time to time. But this last one was even worse than usual.
Thanks for the host.
It was all we could do to fight them off, and we paid for it. God! We sent for reinforcements from Golgar, but they have not yet arrived. We should have killed that goblin of his when we had the chance and paid the consequence. But he is gone, and my boys are slain. The dwarf prisoner, Glubrock, wouldn't let us eat him. Should have slain him right away. And the goblin too. So what if Glubrock had orders to keep him alive? He's still locked up, I expect. I don't think the hobgoblins were looking for him. They found me and my boys instead and did us in. This injury could be my last. But I'm not too injured that I can't still fight you because this is no joke.
I've been alright, everyone. I've been alright. Black Friday craziness. But I've been surviving. I think our fortune may hold true, Andang. For it sounds to me that Eskil may still be alive. I cannot imagine why the goblin Glurkub might have had orders to keep him alive. But I will not trouble about it for now. It is enough that Eskil may yet live. Follow me, friend. We will find him somewhere in Vatog. Perhaps these orcs are too weary from battle with their supposed hobgoblin allies to stand against us. Ah, I forgot to ask him about my axe. Well, at one point, everyone, we were 4 trucks behind, so like 4 days of freight behind. We got caught up, but man, it was crazy. Have you seen my axe, villain? It has sentimental and monetary value. Hey, good morning, Queen. Good morning. Good morning. I do not think they have seen it, Andang. And even if they had, they're not going to tell us now. This axe is simply not as good as the one I lost, Andang. I hope we will find it soon. Yeah, I understand that, Trusty. A lot of the loot here in Gundabad is not as good as the stuff I used to have. I can understand that very well, Trusty. I really understand your loot crisis. Oh, more than you'll ever know, buddy.
I will break the lock on Eskil's cell and release him. I do not think we will have much time before Gorgar's reinforcements get here. Remain on guard, Andang. Here they come.
But you're working at FedEx now, Arun? I didn't know that.
That seems to be all of them, and no sign of my missing axe. How fair is Eskil?
Thank you for rescuing me, Andang. I knew I should not have come here to Deepsgrave, but what choice did I have? My jailer was a goblin. Glubrook, he was called, I think, and the orcs were afraid of him. It seemed to me that he must be high up in Gorgar's councils. He forbade them from harming me. Last I saw of Glurgrook, he had Trosty's axe in his hand. But where he is now, I do not know. After the hobgoblins attacked, there was no more sign of him. Thank you both for coming to save me. I know I do not deserve it. I am no warrior, and can be of little help to the Gabalaka.
Poor guy. Doesn't even have a dwarf voice.
Well, I'm glad we rescued Eskil. But if we are to find my axe, we will need to track down the Glurkub, it seems. Fear not, Lofric. He will not keep it for long.
There are Christmas elves in Deepsgrave.
Apparently. You've been there since late September? Never see you anymore, so I haven't been able to tell you. Yes! Yes, everyone. I forgot. I forgot about our snake raid. That was some quality content, man.
I thank you again for the rescue.
But I think this experience has taught me one thing. I am simply not cut out for the adventuring life. I am no warrior.
Eskil sighs unhappily.
But there is nothing for it. I signed a contract to serve as Stali's apprentice. And wherever he sees fit to send me, there I have to go. You saved me this time, but how often can I count on you to rescue me? I will surely die down here, Andang.
Eskil's sister, Fastrith, looks at you thoroughly.
Might I have a moment of your time?
It is clear to me, and I suspect to all, that my brother is not well suited for the life of a warrior. But it is also obvious to me that Stali, his master, cares little for the dangers into which he sends his apprentice. Eskil needs to obey his master's commands for the duration of his apprenticeship. But were he to somehow slip free of Stali's contract, he would have no further obligation. It might save his life, Andang. This gets me into a moral quandary. We can't break a contract. They're binding. Legally. What the crap? The character portrait of this person, the eyes are incredibly terrifying. Will you help me find some loophole in the agreement? Some means of freeing my brother from his servitude that will surely lead to his doom. Tell me you will. Look at those eyes. Those are eyes of a murderer. That is terrifying.
Might I have a moment
Hey,
of your
Ginger.
time?
Yeah, feel free to summon me, Mistweaver, for sure. Alright, so we already read that when we get back. We can just hit finish. Whoa. You've discovered the entrance to the Den of Puglok. We got a bunch of Virtue XP as well. Maybe not a bunch. 150. Never mind. You are not the fellowship leader. Maxed out on virtues? Just the ones that you have equipped, right? Not all of them. Surely. Oh, yeah, that's right. You bought a bunch of valors. I forgot. Well, we can still kill the goblins, no problem. Oh, boy. This is always going to be worse. Because we just advanced our LR too much. We're too good at the game, really, chat. Just too good. I love this place, though. This place looks so cool. So nice, we got both of the instances discovered. Now we just need to get to here in the story. But in the meantime, we must port back. Thank you, Mistweaver. Oh yeah, you can get the Valor for 18 bucks now, I forgot. That honestly might be worth it. So sad that that gear is not worth anything anymore.
Might I have a moment of your time?
Wait, we can talk here?
Aye, that's the spirit.
Well, that's kind of awesome. Oh, and you'll automatically travel. We did it. by using the power of loopholes. Somehow, these people are here too.
Aye, that's the spirit.
There must be some way to free my brother from this dangerous apprenticeship. Who could have anticipated that working for a sculptor would send him amongst such orc-infested dangers? Mere months ago, when he agreed to work for Stali, I thought the worst of his worries would be living up to his epithet of Bloodthumb. Sith Duck, what's up? It is on sale right now on the LOTR market. By hitting his thumb with a chisel. Oh. By hitting his thumb with a chisel, Andang. That's what I mean. You get it? Lovely. Anyway, Stali has not fully moved into Gundabad yet. And his luggage remains in Zarkal Salon. What do you say to searching his baggage for my brother's contract and studying it for the loophole that will free Eskil from his service? If you go at once, we can do our best to keep Stali from learning of his regrettable but necessary intrusion. Wow, we're back here. No sign of Eskil's contract. Find no sign of Eskil's contract. But nothing bearing Eskil's name. Stali the hero arrives, a shrewd look on his face. Fastrid and Eskil follow at a distance.
I know why you're here.
And if you think I have to release my apprentice from his obligation, you are gravely mistaken. Study the contract if you like. I have it right here. For I keep such things on my person at all times. You never know when someone might try to make such a binding agreement mysteriously vanish. Hot potatoes? That's a long... Oh my gosh. Preamble and naming of the parties. Let it be known to all in the Lonely Mountain and environments, and to every inhabitant of Dwarvendom throughout of Middle-earth, that on this, the 3rd day of October, Dine the Second Ironfoot, King under the Mountain, did recognize and witness the agreement between two parties come before him. The parties are named as follows, with due identifications present and accepted in sight of King Dine. Party the first, Stali the Hewer, noted sculptor and artist of great renown, resident of Tamardum, the Dwelling Halls, known herein as the Sculptor. Party the second, Eskil Bloodthumb, noteworthy accomplishments asked for by the first party, but none were offered by the second, and are therefore omitted. Also a resident of Tamardum, the Dwelling Halls, known herein as the Apprentice. As a matter of course, the King under the Mountain expresses his opinion that the parties enter into this agreement of apprenticeship of their own free wills, and that no undue influence was exercised upon either party. Section the first, duties of the apprenticeship. Oh my gosh, this is gonna be a long stream. Good thing I like legal speak. The duties of the apprentice shall not be limited in any way by the omission of any particular duty in this section, but shall be deemed to include any such reasonable responsibilities that shall be suggested by the sculptor. The meaning of reasonable for this section and for any of the following sections shall be interpreted as the course most likely to be favored by the will of Dain II, King under the Mountain. The duties of the apprentice shall include, but be not limited to, the following responsibilities. 1. Acquisition of materials for the creation of any works of art required by the sculptor, purchased with supplied coin. Any excess coinage is to be returned promptly and without fail. Upon discovery of such failure, the excess will be tallied and deducted from the apprentice's weekly stipend. See section the second. Oh my gosh. Two. Thorough weekly cleaning of workshop space in order to foster creative work of the part of the sculptor. Any spots missed in the cleaning shall be tallied and a percentage deducted of the apprentice's weekly stipend. See section the second. 3. Timely preparation of meals for the sculptor, no earlier than 8 in the morning for breakfast and no later than 6 o'clock for dinner. Drinks to be made upon request. The sculptor does not like berries of any kind on his plate, but he is partial to honey and any particular products made from it, such as mead. The appearance of berries anywhere near the sculptor's table will be noted, and the deduction made from the apprentice's weekly stipend. See section the second. Holy hot potatoes, this is a long, long contract. So do you think at any point the developers thought about streamers reading all this crap aloud? 4. Praise to be made for the sculptor's work, when appropriate. Private criticism of such work will be noted, and deduction made of the apprentice's weekly stipend. See section the second. Public criticism will be noted twice, and counted double. 5. In the event of illness or maiming that causes the apprentice to be unable to carry out his duties, be they daily or weekly in nature, he is to provide a substitute for the day or week in question. If the substitute is found to be lacking, such deficiency will be noted and deducted in a deduction made from the apprentice's weekly stipend. See section the second. Similarly, if the apprentice is deemed to be contagious and refuses to nominate a substitute, they will also be grounds for a deduction from his weekly stipend. Just to get the 120 valors. Nice, queen. Greeting guests of the sculptor and assessing who is to be admitted and who is deemed unwelcome. The sculptor's time is valuable and not to be wasted. Special consideration is to be given to those who bring gifts from the sculptor, especially mead. For the sculptor, rather. The discovery that mead might have been given as a gift should the guest have been informed beforehand by the apprentice will be met with disappointment, which is worse than anger. Disappointment, in this case, will take the form of a deduction from the apprentice's weekly stipend. See section the second. Well. Section the second. Duties of the sculptor. The duties of the sculptor shall only include responsibilities here listed. This is their full extent. 1. The sculptor shall provide a weekly stipend of coin to the apprentice, modified as described above in section the first. 2. The sculptor shall provide instruction in the art of sculpting and the preparation of fine artwork as time allows, and the sculptor's information informed by whether the apprentice displays a natural propensity for the subject. The propensity is to be assessed by the sculptor and by no other, save the king under the mountain, should the apprentice choose to frivolously spend the king's time in this manner. Section the third, ending the agreement. This agreement shall be binding for each of the listed parties, apprentice and sculptor alike, and it shall continue in effect until such time as sculptor delivers to Dain II, King Under the Mountain, a signed parchment containing the desire of both parties to terminate it. Without such a delivery, this agreement will continue in perpetuity. May it be a fruitful and satisfactory apprenticeship for both parties. Witnessed on this day, the 3rd of October in the year 3018, with seals affixed in the hall under the mountain by Dain II Ironfoot, King Under the Mountain. I can think of a few things.
It sounds bad, doesn't it?
Can think of a few ways we might get out of this contract. Yes, Queen. Somehow our viewership is apparently on my side. They're very big contract fans because our viewership actually went up. Yeah, we're reading contracts here because this poor dwarf signed a horrible sculpting contract that has put his life into danger, and we're trying to figure out a loophole to get him out of it. It sounds bad, Andang, doesn't it? I'm thinking, but I see no way out of it. Does it really say that the only way to get out of the contract is to deliver a signed paper to King Dain? But he is dead. He died at the gates of the Lonely Mountain during the siege that ended the war before this one. I suppose there is nothing to be done. I will be bound to this apprenticeship until my dying day. And that could very well be this day, or at the very least, on the morrow. Fastrith coughs politely.
What do you think?
I believe that we could argue that despite the specific reference to King Dain, it was always intended that his part in the agreement should transfer to any king under the mountain that should follow him. After all, this agreement was created with war already visible on the horizon, and King Dain was not one to shy away from conflict. Perhaps if we petition King Thorin Stonehelm. Fastrith shakes her head. No, it is too long a journey back to Erebor, and I know Stali would not agree to make it. I would need to take the journey, and my brother remain endangered by his master's whims while I made the trip. We need a more immediate remedy, Andang. Wait. What about the section there, where Eskil is obligated to nominate a substitute to carry out his duties in the event? Oh, I knew this was coming. He still has all his limbs, praise Thurin. But I would say he is indeed sick. Sick of carrying out such dangerous errands for his master. But who can replace my brother in his apprenticeship until we can do da-da-da-da-da? I know just the person. Fastrith stares at you, challenge lightning a fire. Challenge lighting a fire in her eyes. Me, Andang. I speak of myself. Oh, thank goodness. I will do it. I am not afraid of a few orcs, and I have always been more courageous than my brother, dear though he is to me. And I would not mind learning what I might about sculpting either. What does Stali have to say about this?
A substitute apprentice? I don't know about this.
I've become quite fond of the lad, yeah, we can all tell. But now that you mention it, the meals he made were always undercooked, and he never cleaned the corners of my workshop as thoroughly as he should have. Fine. I accept Eskil's sister Fastrith as my apprentice in his stead, but I will deduct a portion of her weekly stipend to cover my inconvenience. I'm doing you all a favor. Don't expect another. And this is what I expect for Fastrith to find me, the Zabaldin, whether they have been taken, wherever they have been taken. Only then will I be happy about this. With that settled, you should speak with Durin downstairs before returning to Gundabad. Oh yeah, super rude, boss. Dwarven greed, particularly with contracts, is kind of insane.
I thought I saw you here.
I return to Zarkil Salon to bring more dwarves and supplies back with me to Gundabad. We can walk back together. Ooh. Less might. Way more vitality. But it also has tactical mitt. So let's see. How many would that actually be? Let's do just basically 2,000. 1, 2. So that'd be like 3 slots basically of vitality. I think it's actually better, barely. Where's Dad? What's up? Admiral Yulard impression? Through the entire contract? Yeah. Dwarf economics is not fun. Yeah, a dead Stolly indeed. Let me think about this again. So we lose 1,000 might, which is like 3,000 mastery and 1,000 crit, so that's not a big deal. We also lose a ton of finesse, which we kind of need right now. And we also lose some more crit rating. Go for the whale one, it's vested slot. I mean, I know obviously I'm going for this one. That's not the question. The question is if it's actually better, Mistweaver. Because losing all that finesse, yeah, I think it's technically not better. Plus, we really don't, like, we're not really going for vitality right now. But I think from an overall stat perspective, it's still better anyway.
Then let us return. The
original
conquest of the mountain home will wait no longer.
Yeah, it's worse. The Vite isn't worth it. I agree, Mistweaver. You will automatically travel to Madagard when you accept this quest. Alright, let's go. Got so many essence boxes. There we go. Take it out and re-equip it. There we go, we're now to 1080. We were at like 1077 before. So let's see, we don't need to keep really the Slade Rot ones anymore. can get rid of, though. Your eyes, that inventory. Yeah, the inventory's kind of a mess right now. We at least have like this organized, this kind of organized. This is all our crafting stuff, so it's pretty organized. This stuff over here is pretty much all outdated.
The time has come to push deeper into Gundabad.
Threats remain here and there within Matagard, but for the most part we have secured these holds, and I do not fear they will be retaken. The time has come to push deeper into Gundabad. To that end, I have ordered scouts to survey further reaches beyond Deep's Grave to the west and north, from Matagard into the Pit of the Stone Jaws. Queen, thanks so much for the 10 biddies. Perhaps you can work to accomplish the second of these. You proved a good friend to Bossy of the Iron Garrison, so I ask you to meet up with him at the entrance to the Pit of the Stone Jaws. Help him to survey that cavern and the tombs housed within. The better to expand the foothold of the Gabalaka in Gundabad. I will await a report of your success, Andang.
Aye.
Isn't there a task board around here somewhere? Yeah. Getting that XP. One axe at a time. Well, I guess 10 axes at a time. There you go. I believe that's the cap. Yep. Oh, we're so close to leveling. Yeah, we should definitely be able to level. Let's now go sell some stuff. Treebeard's still on Angmar? Yeah, I have no idea when Moriel drop. Hopefully, very slowly. They might have even forgotten about Treebeard, I'm not sure. We can definitely sell the copper scraps. Probably sell those. Probably sell those. Definitely don't need a parry rating essence. We don't need power. We don't need all of those. Do we really just sell it to the vendor? So let's see. This is a club. It has more Vite, less finesse, no crit, and less might. But it does do a little bit more DPS. keep the sword for now. So we did get a better necklace. Because it has physical mastery as well, and we're not really going for vitality like I said earlier. But I think we'll keep this other one for now. So that made our inventory be a little bit better.
Glory awaits us!
So we're not to Kindred yet. It looks like it's all not gear. Same thing, all not gear. All not gear. All not gear. Alright, so now we should be able to just go up to the stone jaws. Let's go to Zidir Nised or whatever. Rip gear rewards are trash. I mean, they're not horrible.
Ew!
But compared to raid gear, they're not going to be as good, obviously. That's the whole point of getting raid gear. Is so that it'll be good for a while. And so you can do raids. So double vitality. No might whatsoever. A stupid amount of physical mastery. And a lot of crit rating. That's like at least 2 slots of physical mastery and at least 1 slot of crit rating. I feel like this is like clearly better because the might would only make up like 15,000 physical mastery plus that, so that'd make up like the physical mastery, like half of the physical mastery, but not the other half. Yeah, this is definitely better. I think I might have banned someone by mistake. Is there somebody that's banned? I haven't banned anybody. Today. I mean, I don't know, Mistweaver. An unbanned request? Okay, I'll take a look at that. But not live on stream. If you could Discord me their name, that would be helpful. So anyway, it's better than the left one. Let's look at the right one. The right one's the exact same, it just has a different slot in it. So yeah, the bracelet is better than tier 2 Bloody Threshold stuff. So that should really help my physical mastery. That'll be an extra 60,000 physical mastery. Not to mention if we put physical mastery slots on, that would be another 60,000. So that'd be over 100,000 physical like 150,000. So that would get us to 1.1 million just with those 2 bracelets. We'd be at 1.1 million of physical mastery. We'd also have a little bit more crit rating. Actually, a lot more crit rating. It'd be another, we'd be over 1.1 on crit rating as well. So that'll be really good when we get to 140. Now I'm guessing the pants are just going to be absolute crap. But let's take a look. 9.4k vitality, 9k might. So you get an extra 4,000 might, which 4 times 3 would be 12. So 12,000 physical mastery instead of the 20,000 physical mastery that's listed there. But you also get crit rating, so that kind of makes up for it a bit. You do only get 1 slot of that though, but I think these are actually technically better. It's just giving you a lot of vitality and armor instead of what you're actually looking for. Now, of course, you have to wait for all the set bonuses to run off, but I think that this is actually better as well. You could also have healing pants. Don't ask. My pants heal me. Oh boy. Interesting. So I'm excited to get those. Let's see, this is just the crafting vendor. So yeah, it looks like some of this would probably be better. If only I knew some crafters that could help me. Ooh. Could really use that sword. Goes up to 4-2. Yeah, that's a lot better. Need to find a weaponsmith. Metalsmith. So I'm guessing all this stuff is probably better. So I need crafting friends. We'll get to that eventually when we start crafting food stuff. At 140, I guess. What do we got over here?
For the Shelruka!
Hail!
So, I really wish that I could see what the crafting was for the cook right now. Because at least last expansion there were cook recipes for gear as well. At least a way to do a workaround, I suppose. Alright, anyway, we were traveling, so let's go ahead and do that.
Our need is dire.
On up to Zadir Nasab.
Have you a moment?
I guess we need to just go there from here. There's gotta be something we can put in our vault, right?
What do you want?
So yeah, that's definitely better. What about this? Might invite, as well as a ton of physical. Yeah, I think that's better as well. Because the set bonus runs out at 134. So yeah, we can actually equip both of these once the set bonus runs out next level. Which we're almost to. So let's go ahead and I'll do that.
Have you a moment?
I don't know why I keep going back to you. We were trying to figure out vault stuff. Let's do that. I'm so distracted all of a sudden.
What do you need? What do you want?
Shared storage, we're pretty much full. Suppose we could put these in here. Although really that doesn't make a lot of sense. What we should really do is go and upwind them up and get, we're gonna go for physical mastery right now. That way we get rid of that in our inventory. We want to keep all the new stuff over here. What can we put over here? Guess we could put those 2 gear pieces here. Oh, we also have a cloak. Worse armor, first of all. Better might, but who cares? Better fight, but just barely. Tactical mitigation. Yeah, that one's really not better. I guess what we could do
Well met.
is put all this stuff in here. Oh man. Excuse me. Because supposedly all this will be worth something someday is what people keep saying. Supposedly that's what the devs said. All right.
Durin's folk shall endure, as we always have.
Glory awaits us.
So yeah, for some reason they don't have any of the cooking stuff there yet. I'm pretty sure this is the same
You are
one.
welcome among us, friend.
Yeah, it is. Okay. Okay, let's go gain that level and see what our stats go to. Hey, hair bug. Alright, here we go into the pit of the stone jaws. You glad you're a max cook? I mean, I'm close. Sides of stone jaws. But yes, I'm very glad. Wow. This place looks pretty cool. Lots of gem cutters there that we know.
Durin's folk shall endure, as we always have.
Our need is dire.
Got the stable.
Oh!
Andang, have you joined us to investigate the hobgoblins that dwell in the pit of the stone jaws? Hey, level up! It keeps giving us this stupid quest.
Welcome to the pit of Stonejaws, soldier. We have reason to believe that the hobgoblin seat of power lies within these jagged caverns.
Alright, well we made it here. I think we'll start the first quest very soon. We still need to find Bossy as well. I think his actual name is Bossy, but I call him Bossy because he's bossy. So that's awesome. Alright, so now we can actually take a look at this gear and see if we actually want to do it. Let's see here. This club is technically better. But let's look at stats as well. Finesse, worse. Vitality is barely better. Might is actually worse. Plus, we don't get the plus 1% parry chance. We also don't get crit rating. And we also don't get the DPS bonus. For it being a sword. So I think it's not really what we're wanting to do right now. That one was the older stuff. We decided that the cloak is worse. But this stuff should be better. So let's see. Less vitality. A ton of might, which actually works out to 8 times 3. So quite a bit there. So 24 physical mastery, which that one has 0. So we get 24 physical mastery plus, let's actually check our crit rating and see if it actually went down. It didn't. It didn't go down. I wonder if it's just if you unequip them. Do the set bonuses actually stay if you don't unequip them? Is it like a bug like the LI bug? Because our crit rating still shows. I feel like that's the correct... That it's actually not gone away. But let's assume that it hasn't, and still look and see how we're doing. So it'd be 40,000 physical mastery plus 24,000, which would be 64,000 physical mastery versus 36 plus 22 plus 17 would be 58, 68, 70 something crit rating just on that. But you do also get a bunch of finesse. I really don't want to unequip it because it still is acting as a set bonus. Even though it says max, I don't think it's actually max. Alright, way more armor on this one. Also get a ton of might, so like 2,000 more might. No, my physical mastery hasn't been that high anyway, Mistweaver, because the levels have gone up. I'm not anywhere near the stat cap. No, that's crit rating. That set bonus is crit rating, and the number is the same as what it was 10 minutes ago. So I'm saying none of the set bonuses have gone away yet because I haven't unequipped anything, as far as I can tell. Now, of course, that could change when I log out and log back in again. Maybe I should do that just to test and see if it's like a log out thing where when you log out and come back in, it goes away. Yeah, let's log out. I don't want to unequip because that could break it. Let's log out and log back in and see if that makes a difference. But I know for a fact that my crit rating was at that level. So I should have gone down 36,000 crit rating. But I didn't. Either that or the set bonus never worked to begin with. One of the two. But it's still lit up green, which has me confused. Like, shouldn't it not be lit up to be green if there's a max level? The set bonus works, so you've tested it on your own, Mistweaver? So the set bonus still works? Oh, nope, we fell. There we go, we logged out and logged back in. Yep. It was just an issue of having to log out and log back in. Okay. Well, that makes our decision way simpler on what gear we need. Okay. In that case, let's see. So instead of that super high number of crit that we had before, we're getting 50. What did we decide? I don't remember. 24. So 64,000 physical mastery versus 40,000 crit rating. So we're getting 20,000 more physical mastery than we would have had crit rating. And we also get 7,000 crit rating anyway. So technically that number wasn't even right to begin with. It should have been whatever. Like 30 something. 32,000. So we're doubling the amount of, you know, it's different stats, but we're doubling the amount. We lose 2,000 vitality. Or sorry, 1,000 vitality plus 2,000 vitality basically. So 3,000 vitality down, which I'm fine with because I'm not too concerned about vitality right now again. We also gain finesse, which we are very low on, if I remember right, right now. Reduces by 27%. So that's not horrible, I guess. We were at like 30% before, so we're not horrible. Yeah, finesse isn't horrible. It's not like we need it, but it'll still help. It's not like we're too high on finesse. Okay, so obviously we're going to replace the one that has the vitality essence, because again, not too concerned about vitality. So there we go. Let's go ahead and change that out. So our physical mastery is now at 1.0. Physical mastery. How much did we go up? We were at 184 there. Here we're at 176. So almost 10% more physical mastery bonus from just that one item. Almost 10%. Yeah, that's a great idea, Mistweaver. I should totally send the earrings. That's actually a great idea. I need another earring though first before we get too carried away on that. And our crit rating goes from 139 to 1,000,000, basically flat. 1.0. So now both our physical mastery and crit are at 1.0. Crit, you only need to get to like 1.2 something. Physical mastery, you need to get to 1.6. So we got a long way to go on physical mastery still. Steph Gang at least getting some gear now. Yeah. Oh, we definitely want to lock that in place. Okay, so that's one done. Let's see. So now set bonuses don't matter. Well, how's this fare? 2,000 more might, which is like 6,000 more physical mastery. So we'll just say that that's 30,000 physical mastery down lower. Way more Vite, like 2 or 3 slots more Vite. So that'd take it down to 5. Yeah, so basically like 5,000 vitality more. 4,500 somewhere in there. So quite a bit more Vite. More physical mastery. Or sorry, I meant finesse. More physical mastery obviously as well, because this one has no physical mastery. And 17,000 crit rating. But that crit rating is actually 2,000 higher because of the might, plus it's actually a little bit more because that's at almost 18. So let's say 20,000 crit rating. So basically crit rating is the same on there. So the only thing we have to worry about is the 2 crit ratings down there, which is replaced by the vitality and the physical mastery and the finesse. So I think it's definitely a net gain. Heman, what's up? Is there any idea about raids? What they are and when they will drop? My guess is not till sometime after January, or like in January. Think I have an idea of what the raid is going to be? Okay. Alright, so this is technically better, but we're losing on a lot of crit rating for some physical mastery and vitality and a little bit of finesse. So now our crit rating is under 1 million. But you can't have Khajiit in your stream title? What the heck? But our physical mastery is now to 1.056. Part of me wants to replace the vitalities we still have, because I think we still have some vitalities. Yeah, we have 2 there. 1 there, so that's 3. 4, 5. 5. I think that's all of them. 6. So we do have 6 vitality essences we could get rid of if we so chose. I think we're gonna hang on for now. Like we said, the cloak is worse, so we don't even need to look at it. Technically the club is better, but not enough to where we want to give up our set bonus, or our sword bonus, sword damage bonus. Let's see. I don't think we have any more essence removal scrolls. Oh, what am I talking about? So we have 8 of them, but we have to transfer them to the other currency. That is locked. Alright, well, there we go. The stack is too large. Okay. Game. Hang on. Apparently we already have 2 of them. So, let's see. We want to use them on double vitality ones. There we go. Yes. And then we'll go ahead and get some more physical mastery. And then can we not equip it to... Hang on. What do we use it on? So you can't put those new ones on the pauldrons? That's annoying, but we don't care because we got this, which can go on the pauldrons. Puts our physical mastery at almost 1.1. We'll go ahead and remove another one as well. So that has 1 vitality on it. Could have sworn I had another one with 2 vitalities. What the heck? So replace those 2. We have 1 there. Yeah, 2 there on the champion thing. There we go. We just didn't scroll down far enough apparently. Now we're at 1.14 million physical mastery. We're almost to 200,000. Or sorry, 200%, I mean. WoW refugee, so everything is confusing, even though Lord of the Rings is your favorite world and thing. Living your champ now. First character. What are best lines to play in? Red or blue? Red. Out of those, yellow's good too. Two-hander versus dual wield. Yeah, apparently two-hander is all right. Dual wield is better if you can find a sword that's good enough, that has enough stats on it. Yeah, there's Daddy's LOTRO guides, which might help. There's also some like class guide videos that people have made. Bloodborne's made some, for example. Well, that's good to know that we can't use those on old stuff. That's kind of annoying, but good to know, I guess. All right, if we so chose. Is there anything else? I'm trying to remember, don't these trigger essences run out at 135 as well? So aren't they useless now? I'm trying to remember. I think we need to unequip on the cloak, just so we are sure that we know what's going on. Because we might have trigger essences that aren't doing anything right now, so we need to check that. So let's go ahead, and we want to get rid of the vitality anyway. Let's go ahead and shift drag one more, because we don't really have time for any more than one more. Okay, and go ahead and use that on that. Move that back, lock that in place, and open this up, do that, and should be on our cloak. Apply, yes. So the maximum level is 135. So technically we can still use it for another level. But is that just a 135 item? Or is that a 135 level character? I'm gonna take a screenshot and ask Chromite. So at 136, the striking essences go away for sure, Bellon? That you don't know? Okay. Because it says maximum level 135, but I don't know if that's the item. No, because the item level would not be 135. Yeah, the item level would not be 135, so it's got to be, because the item level would be like 400 something, or like 300 something. Yeah, the item level is like 442. Minimum level 130. But I still don't know if it means like a maximum 135 level item, because technically that has a minimum level 130. I don't know. For now, we're going to leave them off, because I think I'm right. But I don't know I'm right. Right now, we're going to put all our physical mastery. We have more scrolls that we can redo this later if we need to. 100% sure it's you and not the item. Yeah, I'm pretty positive that that's what it means as well, Coco. So there we go. We've used up all of our lower level physical mastery essences, although I think we still have boxes somewhere. But we're at 1.2 physical mastery, which is giving us 204%. So yeah, that should be all the set bonuses covered now. Cool. 1.2 million physical mastery, almost a million crit rating. Not bad for a day's work. It sucks that we lost those essences, but life is life. Put those down here with these. Maybe over here on the same row. I really hope we have more essences. I guess we could go get some from our lore master or something if we needed to. That sucks that you can't put 14 essences in 13 gear. Yeah, Bellon, I'm not talking about essences for new gear. I'm talking about essences for old gear that don't allow you to put the new essences in. I click on this, it's only the new gear. But if I click on this, well, I guess I don't have any unequipped right now, but trust me, I tried it earlier, it didn't work. Like, okay, let me do this. So it won't let me drag that, but if I drag this, it will. See? So I can't put the new stuff in the old stuff. Yeah, they won't work in the old stuff. But I do have some gear that I haven't unequipped yet. So I could at least get some crit essences from these if I didn't want to go vitality. But yeah, you're right. You do get a stupid amount of the new essences, especially if you do the 3-mans. Anyway, I went longer than I meant to today, so I definitely have to end off. Thank you guys so much for tuning in today. It was a lot of fun on this Black Friday morning. We got a ton done today. We got new gear. We got our physical mastery to 1.2 million. We're getting close to that 1.6 that we need. And we're also kind of close to the 1.2 million for crit. So that's good. Anyway, let's find somebody to raid here.